I used to work in their blood. Lettuce doesn't want to die. I want to go there and
Do you think a
be
lettuce
green.
is sentient? Do you think that is okay?
I hear what you're saying, but that's going a bit overboard. Animals they are put here on the earth by the big guy up there to eat.
Yeah.
250,000 killed a day.
Yeah.
And
250,000 individuals.
your vegan burgers, to taste like meat, they've got to put something in there to make it taste like that.
So it's about them. It's not about us. It's vegan, not vegan.
Or whatever. Inquisitive as to see what's going on here.
Okay, so what we're doing, we're showing industries that exploit animals, including like meat, eggs, dairy, fish, leather, wool, experiments, horse racing and zoos and things. Would you say that you're against animal abuse yourself?
Of course, animal abuse, of course, against that, yeah.
Yeah?
But you still have to eat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to eat, yeah, but you don't have to
I'm a
eat
meat
animals.
eater.
But you don't have to be. I used to as well. I used to eat them as well, so I'm not judging you. But I'm against animal abuse like you were, and I used to pay for this too until I saw what actually happened, because it's so well hidden.
I worked in a chicken abattoir for many years. 250,000 chickens killed a day.
Wow.
It's not nice, but...
No. How do they kill them in there? The gas chamber, or was it upside down?
How do they kill them? No, they shock them first.
Yeah.
The heads go in the water, they get shocked, and then their throats get slit. 250,000 a day.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All those like individuals. How did it make you feel like seeing that in there?
At first, it's obviously not nice, but the job's a job, and you get used to it. It's things you've got to do.
Yeah, conditioning, I think, as well. We've got a guy. He used to work in a slaughterhouse as well. He's now a vegan activist, which is awesome. But if you're against animal abuse, do you think you can be against it if you're directly paying for things like meat, eggs, dairy, fish?
I don't know. Although I'm against abuse, but we still, I think they're put here for us to eat. I mean, that's the way I look at it. But abusing them and actually slaughtering them in a sensible way is a different story.
Do you think there's a sensible way to kill someone who doesn't want to die?
Well, they put you for us to eat, I think.
What if I thought that about, I don't know, somebody else, another group of people or something?
No, I totally agree with you. Everybody's got their own opinion, you know.
But like, if someone thought you were put here for someone to eat, would that be okay? Just because it's their opinion?
So what's the question again?
So just because if someone thought you were put here just to be eaten by somebody else, would you think that that's okay just because it's their opinion?
Well, not really. I understand what you're saying. Everybody's got their own opinions, you know.
Do you think we need to eat animal products to survive?
No.
No. So it comes down to a choice?
I do think they put here for a reason, and one of them is to eat. I mean, but you obviously don't agree with that. I'm against abuse, but killing and I'm for that. You know, you have to eat. That's what they're here for.
Yeah, but you don't have to eat them, like we just said, right? You said you can thrive without eating animals.
Well, probably. I haven't tried it.
Well, I'm surviving. but yeah, you can. The science says you can be healthy on a whole food plant-based diet.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got my aunt who stays up the road who hasn't eaten meat in 40 years.
Yeah. So it comes down to a choice, right?
No, but she eats fish and she eats chicken. So
but she can stop.
You still have to kill a chicken, you still have to kill a fish.
Exactly, but she doesn't have to. Because it's a choice.
If you eat the lettuce, you still have to kill a lettuce. If you eat, you know what I mean? So,
did you just compare a lettuce to killing a chicken?
No, it's not. He says a lettuce wants to die. You know, a lettuce doesn't want to die. It wants to go there. And
do you think a lettuce is sentient?
Is what?
Do you think a lettuce is sentient? Can feel pain?
Who knows? Who knows if a chicken does?
I can visually see a chicken can feel pain.
No, I understand what you're saying. As I say, everybody's got their own beliefs. I know.
Well, your belief is you're against animal abuse too. So we have the same belief, but currently you're paying for it. But you don't have to.
When you say animal abuse, I mean, you put it in a pen and torture it every day. That's abuse. But
do you think be put into a gas chamber, hung upside down, have your throat cut?
If you're a farmer and you've got 100 cows that are living quite healthily, but need to go to the slaughterhouse because that's how the farmer earns a living, and everybody wants to have their barbecue on the beach. Well, that's not abuse. That's
it's not abuse. I have a barbecue on the beach, but I just don't have victims in mine.
What do you? What do
I
you
have burgers, sausages. I can get everything the same, but without the animal in it. But okay, do you think there's a nice way to kill someone who doesn't want to die?
I don't. What's a nice way? I mean, I know your point. I know why you're here, but I have a slightly different.
What about if there was like no abuse, zero abuse, and one day you just shot somebody in the back of the head, whether it be a person, whoever? Do you think that is okay?
I hear what you're saying, but that's going a bit overboard. Right?
But it's not, because that's.
I hear it. I'm against abuse, but I do eat meat, and it's going to be like that forever. I mean,
But you don't have to. You don't have to, though.
No,
right?
I agree with you, but that's.
So then, if you know you don't have to, why will you continue to choose to put animals into slaughterhouses where you know that they suffer and feel pain and are killed for a sandwich where you don't need?
Well,
if you were the victim, what would you be saying to someone like you?
That's not a correct way of putting it, because we don't need humans. But
if you were the victim, if you were that pig in a gas chamber, what would you be saying to you? Would you be saying, it's all right, I'm here for food, or would you say, please stop, I don't want to be put in this gas chamber and killed?
If you look at it the way you look at it, probably, yeah. But
what about, how do you look at it?
Well, I've already mentioned, I said, I think animals are put here on the earth by the big guy up there to eat. I mean, it's the same as as eggs. Rather, you're not going to eat it, and you don't eat eggs.
No. Do you know what has to happen in the egg industry? Do you know what? Male chicks are classed as a waste product, right? Because they don't produce eggs. What do you think they do with them?
I don't know. Let me know.
They put them into a blender, alive. They've still got their eggs around them. They've just been born. Straight into a macerator, blends them up. The footage might come up here in a minute.
You're talking about fish?
No, this is eggs.
Eggs.
Yeah, and this is the same with the dairy industry. Do you know why cows produce milk? Because they're mothers. So do you know how the process starts?
Tell me.
So it starts with false impregnation, where someone puts their arm right inside of her and injects her with semen. She then carries her baby for 9 months, just like we would as a human. When she gives birth to her baby, what do you think they do with the boys who don't produce milk? They slaughter them, only a few days old, or they send them and put them in a box and fatten them up for veal, and then still kill them. So all these animals are just babies, and we don't have to kill them. We can just move our hand in a supermarket and not pay for that. It's as easy as being like, okay, I used to drink cow's milk because that was the norm for me, and I just moved my hand to soy milk or other milks. So nothing really changes for you, but the whole life changes for them. Because it's all about supply and demand, right?
Saying, yeah.
The only reason this happens is because people pay for it. And the only reason it's going to stop is when people stop paying for it, right?
Yeah, well, if more people knew about stuff like that, then...
Yeah. That's it. And that's why we're here today, showing people, because this is hidden. No one knows what's happened, really. I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, no. I agree with nobody knows. I mean, the average person here won't know what it's like to work in a chicken abattoir.
Yeah.
250,000 killed a day.
Yeah.
And
250,000 individuals killed for something that we don't need. Just little babies.
Yeah.
Because those chickens, like for meat, are like 42 days old, aren't they?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying. They don't even have a life. They stuck in a cage to get fat, and then they get slaughtered.
Can you imagine that? Like, it's the worst existence ever, isn't it?
Mm.
So if you actually have so much power right now, because you actually now know what happens. You've seen these individuals yourself as well, and you can change right now by just moving your
hand. Want me to stop barbecuing?
No.
Stop having a braai.
Have a barbecue. You can have vegan burgers, vegan steak, and I'm not kidding you. It tastes like so similar. But even if it didn't, even if it was a little bit less or a bit different to normal, do you think that justifies this?
Also, the thing is with your vegan burgers, it's the same as Coke. I don't drink Coke, but people drink Diet Coke. So they put chemicals in the Diet Coke to make it taste like Coke. Those chemicals are worse for you than the actual Coke.
Yeah. But that's like, you don't drink Coke to be healthy, right?
Oh, no.
If you want to be healthy, you can just choose potatoes, legumes, lentils and things.
Yeah.
I don't eat a vegan burger.
But I'm just saying, your vegan burgers, you can correct me, for them to taste like meat, they've got to put something in there to make it taste like that.
Yeah. So
that can't be good for you.
But that's about like what I then choose as a personal thing. I could wear, like, some people...
Exactly, my personal thing is different.
Yours isn't
I'd rather have a
personal
proper
though.
burger. You know what I
Yours
mean?
isn't personal. Yours has a victim at the end of yours, so it's about them. It's not about us. If I choose to have Coke or water, I know Coke isn't good for me, but I want it just because I fancy it. But there's no victim at the end of that, like there is in this. And it's so easy. What would stop you going vegan?
What's that?
What would stop you going vegan? Because you're morally against it. I can see that you're like, oh no, yeah, it is bad.
No, but exactly, that was the line I used to work on, the chicken lines like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I worked there for only 5 years. I mean,
But what would stop you contributing now?
I used to work in their blood, the congealed blood. You get used to it. I mean, now it's like, so what?
But wait, remember how you first thought when you first went in, and you remember thinking it's not nice, it's not like, it's then only conditioning that has like made you go, oh yeah, it's a job and things. Remember that real feeling, that innocent feeling when you first saw them. You don't have to be the reason for them. You don't have to be the person putting them in that position.
See the way those chickens are getting slaughtered. That's a clean and hygienic way. I've seen, you know, at the chicken abattoir when you get truckloads of these birds coming in, and some are barely alive, but they get thrown in the mincer alive.
Yeah.
So that's cruel.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that, but
what we're showing is
that
standard practice. We're showing like the best of the best, because if we showed the worst, people would say, oh yeah, but there's a better way of doing things, but there's no good way of taking someone's life, right?
No, as I said earlier on, I agree with your point, but
you agree?
I'm not going to stop eating meat and that, but
so you don't agree? Because you can still eat vegan meat.
You first said to me, am I against abuse? So there's different types of abuse. I agree with clean slaughter.
Do you think that's okay to take someone's life for something you don't need?
I wouldn't call it someone's life. It's an animal that's put there to eat, in my opinion.
But they're not a thing, right?
No what?
Even if you think they're here for you to eat, and even if you think they're not a someone, which they are, you know they're a somebody, it doesn't justify taking their life away for something that you do not need.
So what would you do? What did you eat before vegan came out?
I ate cows, I ate pigs, chickens. I used to eat loads of chickens, eggs. My husband's a bodybuilder.
Have you repented?
Repented. Well, the moment I knew better, I stopped. Because how could I change if I didn't know? I was conditioned into this world just like everybody else to consume animals. I didn't see the suffering. I saw a supermarket and I saw a bit of meat in a thing. I didn't really even understand. It just become like a thing. You just go, oh yeah, I have chicken tonight, and that's that. But if I saw someone had to do that to the chicken for me to have that, I would have stopped immediately. There's a reason they don't show you the truth, right? Because people naturally
So
don't.
Would you never have a nice big fat rump steak?
I have vegan one. I had one the other day. But I'd never have a victim.
Oh, really? I've never seen a vegan steak. Really?
Yeah. We actually had one. It was they now have done this like 3D printed meat that we tried, and oh my gosh, it was disgusting because it tasted exactly the same as cow. It was sort of like, once you go vegan, your taste buds change, and you no longer like the smell. Eventually, like over a couple of months, it like comes out your system, and now the smell of flesh makes me feel sick, whereas before it used to make me feel hungry, which is really interesting. No one tells you that when you go vegan, so I was like, why do I feel sick now? But I also like, these are the dairy calves in the dairy industry, killed for milk. Breast milk intended for them. People are stealing that breast milk.
Thanks for the interview.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. I think you're thinking about things because
I'll go vegan. I'm going to go to Iceland and buy some vegan burger patties or something.
Are you? Oh, awesome. Say that louder to the camera. You're going to go where?
Iceland.
And buy some what?
Vegan burger patties.
It's vegan, not vegan.
Or whatever. That big word.
And get a few different ones so you can try.
Okay.
I recommend if you go to Tesco's, the green cuisine? They're really good ones in there, especially the chicken.
Thanks for the conversation.
Awesome, no worries. See you later and have a good day. Bye.